Good afternoon, YouTube. Your man, All the Ray George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. And right here, I have the list of the ladies competing for this weekend's Lenda Murray Savannah Pro Show. Now, as you know, pretty much a lot of shows have been canceled. One of the shows that Lenda had at least 3 or 4 shows, and one of them was the Norfolk show in Virginia, which was canceled a while back. And this is one of the shows that's going to be in Savannah, Georgia. As you know, I posted earlier that the Chicago Pro, which is usually done in Chicago, Illinois, is being moved to Georgia, to Atlanta, because of the Illinois has those restrictions. You know, as I said before, the mayor of Chicago does not want to have any big shows, anything right now, because of the fear of the coronavirus. And Savannah was already set, and Georgia is more open to anything right now because their governor is not as smart as our governor. But anyway, this is the list of the ladies competing in this year's for the women's bodybuilding division at the Savannah. Now, there's some names you might recognize. You know, there's one lady I don't recognize right off the bat. This one is Whitney Armstrong. She is from my state of North Carolina. She's from Charlotte. That's a good bit up the roads where I stay at. We have here is Ashana Boswell, who competed at the Omaha, took second. As you know, Shana was a physique competitor who jumped to female bodybuilding just recently. Another one is Kim Buck, who I did a video about. She's a usual suspect. I'm surprised she can compete at the Omaha or the Tampa Bay show, but she decided to come to the Savannah. Rachel Cannon, she's kind of new. I believe she's another physique woman who's jumped over to bodybuilding. You know, physique is very crowded right now, and I think it's hard for some ladies to probably maybe get a opportunity, but you know, women's bodybuilding is a little more open. There's probably a chance for them to even go to Olympia qualifier. That's what this show is. Also, we have here is Ashana Hadley. Ashana Hadley, I've been a fan of her for a while back. She had a just impressive physique. If you look at one of my videos from way back, I have a video where this chick is, you know, wearing like the Captain America symbol, looks like it, and she's out of the water. That's Asha. I mean, her abs are just amazing. She has been out of the fitness bodybuilding world for a good while. Now she's coming back and she's switching to compete at and with female bodybuilding. I think it might be a good chance opportunity for her. Also, Amy Hesh, if I butcher her name, I'm sorry. She's from Myrtle Beach. You know, that's South Carolina. It's not that close from her. And, you know, she's a professional bodybuilder. I think I even follow her on Facebook. Pan Hanham. She competed in the last 2 shows. She was at the Omaha and also at the Tampa Bay Pro. She's from Las Vegas. Let me see, Christina Mendoza. I did a video about her. She's from around the Miami way. She's a impressive female young bodybuilder. She just did the Rising Phoenix some last year, and she was part of a group of women who was part of a kind of a posing routine for the Olympia. They were representing Wings of Strength. I'm sorry I skipped this lady right here. Janine Lakowsky. Now, Janine's been around for a long time. Janine competed. She's from Canada, but she lives in Florida. I follow Janine on social media. Often, sometimes even, video chat with her every now and then. Plus, right now I'm talking with her because there's a situation going on with a friend of hers, and I'm wanting to help her out. So right now, once we get things settled, I'll let y'all folks know. Another name is Angela Rayburn. I'm surprised Angela hadn't competed, especially at the Tampa. Angela is she's pretty much a usual suspect. I think Angela did the Omaha, but I'm surprised she didn't do the Tampa. Most definitely, that's one person I'm surprised didn't do the Tampa is Angela Rayburn. She's a very, impressive bodybuilder from the state of Mississippi. Donna Salibi, if I'm correcting the name correct, she's from Kentucky. She's her husband's a professional wrestler. I forgot his name. I think I might even, if I can find it, I might talk about it sometime down the road. I follow her also on social media. Let's see, Asia Sora. She's kind of new. I think she's another physique competitor that has jumped over to bodybuilding because the fact is there's so many women in physique. It's really it's stacking up. You see a lot few more bodybuilders dropping down, and then you get more women coming from figure and from fitness into physique, and it's getting stacked. So that's why a lot of women jumping over to bodybuilding. Annie Shaney, Shaney, I talked about her before. She's one of my list of buff women in bodybuilding. She's been out of the game for a while. She premiered back in Tampa Bay at about 2015. She's been out of the game the last couple of years. I know I saw a video of her. She was at the last year's Tampa Bay Pro, and I said she was in great condition. And I know she said she was gonna come back and compete because right now powerlifting, I think they are under the whole of the coronavirus, and she needs something to do. A lot of these women want something to be active. They don't want to sit around and just be working out, and they want to show up their physiques. And last and not least is Tina Williams. And Miss Williams, she competed at the Omaha. She's from Kansas City. You know, and well, you know, she's a mother, a wife. She's married. Her husband is Keith Williams. He's a professional bodybuilder. I call her. She's like I call her the Melanie Specco lookalike, because Melanie Specco is her friend and trainer, and she looks like Melanie. If you look at her the way she kind of reminds me of Melanie without all the tattoos, but it kind of has a similar look. But like I said, this is the list for women's bodybuilding at the Savannah Pro. It's a long list, 14 ladies. And, the last few shows at the Omaha, I think they had at least about 8. And the Tampa Bay was usually be the biggest show. Usually only had 6. And this is a good showing. And then you've seen, if you cut down to it, 3 or 4 ladies are actually physique who's jumping over to bodybuilding. Because like I say, physique's kind of stacked. It's really stacked over there, physique right now. I think, was it this year's show at the Tampa, I think they had at least about nearly 30 women competing. And there was some women that should have cut. That was when I looked at saw the videos and stuff from the Tampa Bay show. There was at least about 4 or 5 women that should have just jumped over to bodybuilding. I mean, they were they should have, because they looked very impressive. They should have thought about that. But anyway, the show's coming on this weekend. It's gonna be Friday night. The Saturday. I'm gonna post the in the description, I'm gonna post the way, they probably, everything else, as much as I can. And if I don't know, I hope they do like some bodybuilding shows are doing, working with something like Digital Muscle, which is a website that shows contest shows, and you don't have to pay for it. You just watch it for free. So this is your man George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.